Now, Suit Supply, the leading European men's fashion brand, is officially launching in South Africa this week. That's joining a growing list of international lifestyle and luxury brands that are setting up operations on the African continent. Dutch entrepreneur Fokke de Jong founded the brand in the year 2000. As the story goes, de Jong was only 27 years old and completing a law degree at a university in Holland when he started selling clothes from the trunk of his car. He joins us this morning in our studio in Cape Town. Very good morning to you, Mr. de Jong. Thank you for joining us.
Good morning. Thanks for having us.
You just heard, is it true that it all started in the trunk of your car?
Well, yeah, I had to make money like many in college, so that's how I ended up in fashion. I sold suits in offices in Friday afternoons, and that's how I learned about tailoring.
Now tell me about this latest expansion. You guys are all over the world. You're now expanding into Africa. The continent has some of the fastest growing economies in the world now. It must make it a lucrative future market for yourself and other luxury brands.
Absolutely. We're very optimistic about the market. We've seen a lot of demand on our online business. We've constructed our online business in such a way that our customers don't have to deal with customs and a lot of other hassle you normally encounter when ordering in Africa. And that made it a very interesting probe for us to see what the potential is in the African market. And South Africa has for us, seen a booming demand. So we decided to open a physical store now. We're going to start with a pop-up store, and hopefully with a definite store in the very, very near future.
Tell us about this, the idea behind the suit. Is the suit becoming a fashion icon again? Is it making that big comeback in the 21st century?
Well, I don't think it's ever been gone, but we are seeing, for instance, we're seeing guys like Bruno Mars, Leonardo DiCaprio, Macklemore, all people we're dressing right now, and here we're using suits in their performances. So suits, next to what had always been a very essential classic piece in men's fashion, we're also seeing it going into popular culture. And I think what we're doing is we're bringing a whole kind of new energy to the whole tailoring feeling, to the whole suit environment. The product we have a classical product that we're bringing in with a new kind of energy. So it's not your dad kind of a suit.
It's not your dad's kind of suit. It's actually one of yours that I'm wearing this morning, and I must say, it's not something my father would have worn. But I wanted to ask you, you ranked number one by the Wall Street Journal. How has Suit Supply over the years become one of the game changers in fashion now?
What we are doing, we're actually bringing a very, very high quality garment for an attainable price point. The reason why we got number one is we're bringing a $3,000 suit for the price of $300-400. And to make a nice suit, what decides what a nice suit is about an elegant fit and how the suit fits. That's the main important thing. And to do that, you can not only make the suit a little smaller here and there, you have to construct it in a completely different way. So if you look at our suits, and that's why the Wall Street Journal awarded us number one, like GQ and all the New York Mag, and what we do is the inside of our suits, you see there's very thin layers of cotton enforced with horsehair, like the Italians made suits 70, 80 years ago. And we made this traditional way of constructing suits, we brought that back in the product. And that's and what you get at the end of the day is a very nice, elegant fitting product with a lot of wearing comfort. I mean, you don't feel completely enclosed and locked into it, even though it's nicely fitted.
I can vouch for that. I'm wearing it today and I don't feel uncomfortable at all. I wear a suit almost every day of my life, and for the first time I'm wearing something that's a little bit fitted today that's really very comfortable. So fantastic work. But finally, just tell us about your pop-up store that you're opening and then your vision for the brand in South Africa and then Africa.
Well, Africa is obviously, like you mentioned, is a very fast growing economy, but second to that, I mean, it's a very, very fashionable economy. People like to dress up. They're very interested in fashion. So we're very optimistic about the market. Of course, it's not Switzerland in a way many parts of Africa are structured, but there is a great, we see a great demand and a great interest, and also with younger people. So we are very, very, very optimistic.
Well, fantastic. We hope that it goes very well because it's a product that I think is needed in Africa. Thank you for joining us live from Cape Town this morning. That is the man who started Suit Supply, one of the leading brands now in the world, Fokker de Jong. Of course, we're not done with him yet. Let's talk about their expansion here in Africa. Talk to the designer, amongst others, Katrien Miller.
Well, thank you. Yes, here in our studio in Johannesburg, we have Tanya Habimana, African manager of Suit Supply, as well as local designer, head designer of Suit Supply, Marie Kutsia. Welcome to Newsroom, guys.
Thank you.
Tanya, I would like to start off with you, the brand in Africa, dream come true?
Absolutely. We started out with an e-commerce site, an online site, which came about from, what we have in Suit Supply, which is very nice, is that every employee has to go through Suit School. So going through Suit School, you work in the store and you learn the ins and outs of tailoring and suiting and really get to know the quality behind it. And while I was doing that, we came across a lot of South African customers from Nigeria, Kenya, going into our stores in Amsterdam, in New York, while they're on vacation or business trips and buying and then returning. So we thought, well, why don't we go with an e-commerce site and deliver the suits? So we started with that. Demand grew with a certain take. After we opened it up and added things like we pay for customs duty and all transportation is on us, the demand kept on growing. And then we thought, okay, well, let's go in and bring our products to the customers and be service focused and open this pop-up store, yes.
Well, Murray, just let me in on being a designer, part of this global brand. What's it like?
It's an amazing company and brand to work for. It's extraordinarily dynamic. And we have the fortunate situation where we work with only the best products and suppliers from within Europe. So our fabrics are beautiful, our styling is beautiful. We have a very dynamic young team. So it's wonderful. It's sort of a dream come true job.
Now the launch of the store is tomorrow night, if I'm correct. Can you guys just tell me about the store location? I know there's some significance to it being in a mansion as well.
Yes, well, what we wanted to do is bring a sort of homely and exclusive feel to the whole shopping experience. So we've got this nice little mansion in Hyde Park area where customers can come in and, shop in a relaxed and tailored environment, but still quality and, of course, choice is not compromised. It's a complete store. There's an on-site tailor, so alterations can be made on the day as you wait and enjoy the views of the mansion.
And then the collection tomorrow night. Can you tell us more about what we'll be seeing tomorrow night?
Well, you'll definitely be seeing our beautiful tailoring. I think you'll see some very classic pieces. Staples that every man needs in his cupboard, the basic good blue suit, the basic good white shirt. But we also always have an element of fun, a younger element, a more fashion-forward element in our collection that I think you will definitely see. And it's always surprising. Suits have this bad reputation of being staid and oversized, and we've moved away from that, and we've given it a new lease of life. So you'll see a lot of basics, but you'll see a lot of beautiful one-off pieces that you don't assume would be in a shop that sells suits.
Now, I know Eben is dressed in Suit Supply this morning, and I don't know if we've got a shot from him or he's here somewhere.
The modelling, I'll come in, Katrien.
Now, can you tell us, is this a classic Suit Supply suit? What can we be expecting?
Okay, this is one of our more classic suits. The very important thing about a suit is the fit. After that, the fabric. As a designer, you stay a fabric junkie, but the fit is paramount. What you'd see here is that it sort of shapes to his body, but it's not constricting. It has a beautiful Neapolitan shoulder, which actually complements his shoulder. So it doesn't take over his body, it complements his body. And I think that's paramount when it comes to a suit.
I heard the term canvas fitting this
Yes.
morning. Is that what we're dealing with here?
Well, you have two ways of making a suit. There's a way of doing it with glue. We stay away from that. Canvas on the inside of a suit actually forms to your body after a while, after wearing it, and it's a much more beautiful way of making a suit. It's the more traditional way of making a suit. So actually you're not glued in to your suit, you're stitched in. So the inner lining, the inner layer is stitched into the suit. So therefore the drape of the fabric is more evident and the fit of the suit is way, way better. Also what's important with our suits and in the shop, we always make sure that it fits perfectly. We've got an in-house tailor. The sleeves are always perfect in length, the length of the trouser. These details are very important for us.
Yeah, suits these days, not only just formal attire anymore, it's now more casual as well.
No, I mean, I'm not a suit wearer and I wear suits because it's become a big thing. There's a huge resurgence of suits and in fashion. Absolutely.
Well, Tanya, just to wrap with you, the expectations for this brand in Africa and in which we do broadcast to the entire continent. In other countries, can we be expecting Suit Supply pretty soon?
I think from looking at the interest that we've received, that Nigeria is a very good market for us, and Kenya.
Well, guys, great. And then just the details tomorrow night.
Well, tomorrow night will be an evening of tailoring, fashion and high quality. The store will be open from there onwards every day, and you can get more details online on suitsupply.com.
Great. We'll upload those links to the event tomorrow night to our Facebook page. You can also find it there. Guys, thank you so much for joining us this morning. And Eben, you're an excellent model.
It's the first time that I actually have a bit of fun while wearing clothes, you know, and it's all about fun, I think, Suit Supply in a way. It's real fun clothing and real, very stylish and most importantly, very nice to wear, very soft. So